It's the hottest podcast in the world. From WWE to TNA by way of the NWA. It's referee Brian Hebner, legendary WWE referee and Mr. Refin Rant himself, Jimmy Corderas, and OVW and TNA senior official Daniel Spencer. It's time for Refin' It Up.
Welcome back to Refin' It Up. I am RJ, Jimmy, Brian, Daniel. How we doing, guys? Holy Mother of Mary. Or should I say, is that Jimmy? I don't know if that's Jimmy or not, guys.
El Grande Oficial.
Grande Canadiende.
Yes. Yeah. A.
There you go.
A.
Well,
All right.
welcome back, RJ.
It's good to be back.
Donnie did a great job covering for you last week, and
Yeah, props to him. Yeah, definitely did great.
glad
to
to,
be,
good God, Jimmy, don't pull your head off.
Ow. Jeez.
You can't get this anywhere else, folks.
It's a
Let me
big
tell you.
nose.
How did they get these suckers off?
Huh?
Oh,
You should ask Chad Gable.
my hair okay?
He's a pro at it.
There we go.
No
Hair's
kidding.
okay, right?
Good deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's not out of place.
Hair looks good. All
Wait,
All 5 pieces of it.
yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back, boys. Another edition, and we got some stuff to cover. Some shit, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, we sure do. But we will do that in our first count right here on Roughing It Up.
This is your one count.
Well, gentlemen, it was a very, very busy week in professional wrestling, as always, as it usually is. But we keep seeing, we talked, well, when I was on last 2 weeks ago, we were talking about the AEW pay-per-view. And I know, Busted Open always talks about it. We talk about it here, that follow-up show to the pay-per-view. And it just seems to me, Jimmy, and this is something you've talked about on your Refin' Rants a little bit more as well, is it just seems to a lot of us that watch wrestling that they come up short usually.
It's not, I wouldn't say come up short. It's just that it seems like they can't follow up when they have momentum, because coming out of Double or Nothing, highly praised by pretty much everybody as a banger pay-per-view, regardless of how long it was. Yes, it was very long, but still, everybody enjoyed it. Everybody had a good time. MJF became your new AEW champion, and we wanted to see what was to follow, because you got momentum coming out of the pay-per-view. You need to keep that momentum rolling. You got to keep your audience engaged. And what do you start off with? Okay, so Kevin Knight comes out, and yes, he did the big turn, the Splash Derby and all that stuff. So okay. But then Speedball comes out, and then you lost me. I'm sorry.
Jimmy, what was Speedball wearing? What was that?
Yellow. That's all I could tell you. It was yellow. I don't know. I thought he had, I don't know, yellow belt. I thought he was higher stature than a yellow belt. But anyway, I don't know. The rest of the show, there was some good stuff on the show, but it was nothing that stood out and made me go, oh wow. It was just like, it felt like a placeholder. It's like, okay, business as usual, same. Here we go again, deja vu all over again. Jump in the DeLorean and let's do it again.
I agree. I thought that the pay-per-view was actually really good. And I'm not surprised, but it's just the length of it. And I know I don't want to beat a dead horse. It's just what they do. That's just what they do. If they could ever get that under grips, 8, 9 matches, I'm good with 14. I mean, but it doesn't matter. The pay-per-view was very good, solid overall. The follow-up, like we're talking about now, honestly, was absolutely horrendous. It did not make anybody that didn't watch that pay-per-view want to jump back and go watch it because it's almost like you forgot about it even happening once you started watching Dynamite. I was impressed though that they did the follow-up with Kevin Knight. I was. I did not think that would lead the show off though. But it is what it is. It's just that sometimes I pull so hard for AEW that people don't believe me, and that's fine. You can believe what the fuck you want. But I'm like, okay, they're gonna hit a home run. They're gonna hit a home run. The momentum is there. This is their taking. And it just seems like you said, Jimmy, every time they have it, it just falls short of it every time. And it's back to the same thing, waiting for that big pay-per-view that they're known for. I think they're a pay-per-view company, honestly.
There you go.
Mhm.
I'm probably one of the only ones here that actually, enjoyed the show. I didn't really, enjoyed some of the segments. Let's just say there was a lot of. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I can't say I enjoyed the whole entire show. But what I watched, I actually was sort of enjoyed it. I didn't,
Okay.
Yeah, somebody's got to like it.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it was a drizzling shiznits or anything like that. I'm just saying that didn't capitalize and didn't gain on the momentum that they had going into the TV show. I'm not saying the segments that they had were horrible. I'm not saying that this was horrible. This match was horrible. I like the idea of the Olin tournament. I thought the matches were fine, but nothing stood out and made me go, wow. Mm-hmm. Even this whole, here comes MJF. He's your new champion, regaining his championship. Okay. For the third time, whatever. Here comes Mark Briscoe. You had me interested because I like Mark Briscoe. He's very interesting. And then what happens? They switch it around and Roosh gets a shot this week. Why?
Yeah. I will say that was a little confusing, but it also though, but the key thing is that I thought maybe they make you want to think is the whole why. What's happening here? And maybe that's their cliffhanger to watch next week to see if now there's more to the story that we're missing, or I don't know. And
no, I got you, Daniel. But here's the thing: why do we care now about Roosh? You see what I'm saying? It's like he was just thrown out there for no particular reason. Yeah, they had it, like you said, hook, line, and sinker with Briscoe. Run with that and go with that. Have a nice, good segment and get out of there. But it's always like they want to. What you're saying, Jimmy?
Add too many ingredients. It's like the Colonel with the 11 herbs and spices. They want to make it 16 herbs and spices.
Right.
You don't need them. 11's fine.
But don't get me wrong. As Daniel said, it was good. The segment was good, and then it just got confusing.
Until.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Daniel, I'm not trying to. Your point's good. It's just that I don't know why anybody cares about Roosh at this point, Rob. Why? There's no story.
Well, maybe if they did that instead of throwing in Mark Briscoe at the beginning, maybe he's the one that comes out from the very beginning in that segment, and Briscoe's not in at all. It might have been a different situation,
and that's fine. I'll go with that. I just don't understand the mixing the two players.
Okay, question for you both.
Yes.
Is Roosh a heel or a babyface?
Roosh?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Wow. I guess he would be a baby because MJF's a heel, but I don't know.
But he doesn't. He's not a babyface. He works. He doesn't work as a babyface. He works as a heel. So again, here you go again, having someone you're not going to root for to beat MJF.
True, but to play devil's advocate here, Stone Cold Steve Austin worked as a heel and was a babyface.
I don't know if he worked as a heel per se. He was just a kick-ass some bitch. Yeah. Beer drinking, beer swizzling. What do they call
But he should have been a heel, but because of the time frame of where we were and
who he was kicking the shit out of also helped.
I'm talking about even before McMahon, even when he started the turn after Bret Hart is where he was still being heelish in the way he would say things and do things, but yet he was getting over because people like that.
But using Steve Austin as an example is unfair because
I'm not 100%.
There's very few, if anybody, like Steve. You know what I mean?
100%. That's a stretch. Steve, I know. I just playing devil's advocate.
Steve could have, with his four-wheeler, could have run over kittens and people would still cheer him. You know, so
they would have actually. But that was great.
Yeah.
Now let's do dogs.
Hey, he revived him with a Steve Weiser. There you go.
Yeah, no kidding. Something else that was great from this past weekend was the mask versus mask match from Triple A. Hopefully I don't butcher this, but Noche de los Grandes down in, I believe, oh crap, I forgot the town there in Mexico. Regardless, El Grande Americano Original versus El Grande Americano Dos, I guess we'll call them.
Nuevo?
Huevos? I don't know, something like that. But Brian, man, this is something that, we know that Undertaker and Jerry Borash are down there, booking the territory, so to speak. And wow, if you haven't watched this match, I highly suggest you guys go back and watch this, whether it be on YouTube, and I believe it's over on Netflix too now that they reran it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I've never seen anything like it before, but it's been a long time. This was just pure mat magic. It really was. From the beginning all the way to the end. It had everything in there. Like it was so much story. It meant so much to the people that were in the audience. It meant so much to the people that were watching at home. It was just a lot of investment. And I just think that the way it was laid out by the Undertaker or whoever, right? We can assume the Undertaker, I guess. This was done on a masterful piece that everyone could get watching this for the first time. And the story was laid out, the background was laid out. It was just amazing. Chad Gable, I don't know where he goes from here, but I can just say that he's on a Kurt Angle level. I mean, he really is. I just would hate to see him go back to the WWE roster and be wasted the way he was with the shoosh and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, we're talking about the match. Sorry. I thought it was excellent. I don't know what I could have said that would add anything at all or take anything away. It was just really well done. Had me invested the entire freaking time. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Again, I've seen some good ones close to that, but this is up there. And it's been a long time since I've seen something like that.
Yeah, I'll chime in here. I didn't watch it when it happened. I watched it literally. I watched Raw. Now, Raw. What was funny was Raw aired it after, but I didn't watch it on Raw. I went back and while I was working out, pulled up YouTube and while I was doing my workout, I was watching AAA. Kind of skimming through most of them until I got to the match. And I will say it, man. It was so, even though I already knew who won and everything else, like I was legit like Rudy, like just they got me on falsies. Like still, yes. I was like, I go, oh, he must have actually what? And I'm like, like that's what was crazy about it is that I knew the actual fit. I knew who went over, but yet I still was popping when Chad Gable had a big move and had him pinned, and it was like, oh, this is it. There's no way they're going to keep going. And I could look at the YouTube timer and see that I had 10 minutes left in the match or 15 minutes left in the whatever. I still was being got. So kudos to Adrian Butler too on those falsies, man, because he got me on those, no doubt. And
so Daniel, real quick, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah.
You went back and watched. You didn't watch it live, you're saying?
No, I didn't watch it live, no.
Okay, cool. And so you're okay, gosh. Okay, got you. And you already knew what the finish and everything, right?
I already knew what the finish because it was all online with him revealing the mask and everything. So I still went back, knew the finish, but yet while watching it, they did such a great job storytelling. Commentary too, by the way, Corey Graves, JBL, Rey Mysterio. Shout out to those guys too. They did such a great job just talking about the match, everything, the storytelling, everything. The fact that I legit still was so invested in it, and I still thought that Chad Gable was going to go over sometime on some of the moves, and then I thought the finish the other way was, oh, this is where it happens. No, he kicked out on that one. It's like they got me so many times in that match, and again, I already knew the outcome, and still, incredible job.
I too, like you, had to watch it afterwards because I was in Gatineau, Quebec this weekend for Legends Mania, and I tried to stay off. I stayed off the social media as best I could. Did not get results from this. All I heard was from our buddy Donnie. He said, "You got to go watch that match." And I said, "Okay." shush, shush. I'll watch it when I get the chance. Okay. Unfortunately, it got spoiled because I had to be an idiot and just go online for some stupid reason. I don't know what I was looking for, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to be perfectly honest and say that the Lucha Libre style is not 100% my cup of tea. I understand it. I can appreciate it, but not my cup of tea. But what I saw from Chad Gable and the alleged Ludwig Kaiser on in that AAA match gave me a new appreciation for that style and storytelling process because of the story they were telling, the way they told it, every beat, everything they did, the in-between stuff. It was just a masterpiece in storytelling. And it wasn't about the moves. It was about them telling their story about staying true to the traditions and the culture of Lucha Libre. And still presenting it in a way that I think North American audience can appreciate. And that's been one of the things that people talk about. Well, you know what? I know down in Mexico and Latin America, they enjoy this style, but I don't know if it'll work in North America. You do it like that.
Well,
it translates.
And that's the thing. So I was listening to Ariel Awani describe the match, and he had some people on, I guess some of his guys on the regular on the show. I don't really watch too much of his show, just different people are on it from time to time. And they were breaking down the match, and they had this kid who's a big time wrestling fan. I was like a producer now or something. He came on and he talked about it, and he described it to a T. He said that what made this so great is that it was not the American version of when they try to do this. It looked like Chad Gable was over. He was the good guy. Ludwig was the bad guy because he stole his gimmick. But because the Mexican culture reversed it because Chad Gable treated it like a joke, making fun of being, lucha, where he embraced it. Ludwig did. So therefore it caused them to be completely behind him, not to mention what just happened a week or so ago when that got leaked out about how he defended his girlfriend. So even that probably made a little extra added to it. But it's the fact that how they did that. But then the way the Mexican culture works is that they respect. And when somebody does something well, the mask and everything that what a mask versus mask match is and how it was handled right. And when he takes off the mask and what he did, they embraced Gable, like cheered him on, like thankful for him doing what was right and not being I'm not taking my mask off now and punching the guy or whatever and getting some cheap heat. He actually did it the respectful way, but yet still didn't want to take his mask off and like the whole thing at the end was beautiful. Shakespeare, guys, just the reveal after the match. That was still the whole segment from them taking off the mask and everything. That was amazing too. Like it needs to be studied. I'll just say that. Study it well, guys. Study this match. Refereeing, study Adrian Butler. And all other talent out there, heel or babyface, study these guys and what they did in the ring, and you could you could have a great career if you follow that.
So Jimmy, I have one thing I have to say
really quickly. Quickly, a huge shout out to El Grande Hornet.
Yes.
Oh God, they want it. I do have to say this, Jimmy. It was about the moves, though. You said it wasn't, and I'll tell you why it was. Because all the moves meant something. They weren't just done to do.
There you go.
So you are right. It wasn't about the moves, but it was about the moves because they all meant something.
It wasn't let's just do a
50
Phoenix Fire Splash.
Right. It's how you plug them in the storytelling process. And
correct.
When stuff mattered, they sold it appropriately.
Yes.
People are focusing on the blood and stuff like that. Yes, it added to the drama. It added, you know what I mean? And people were, well, I can't tell if he gagged or did it, is it hard way? And I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why does it matter? Who cares? It added so much to the story.
Yep.
It was incredible.
I just felt like everything they did was for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was.
And it wasn't just like, it's unbelievable.
No, it was great.
It goes to show you, I know I'm going to move on after this, but it goes to show you My wife even watched the match with Gavin and I.
And?
Because she saw it for whatever reason. I don't know how it was possible, but she found it on her Facebook feed. It was in her feed for whatever reason.
Do you guys use the same computer?
No, not though, different computers.
Maybe you mentioned it near it because these things listen,
Maybe.
man. These things.
Yeah, well.
But
yeah, so that goes to show you that how many people were actually new fans watching it and invested in it as well. Something that we've talked about before, Busted Open's talked about it, is the ref bump. Daniel, are we seeing too many ref bumps? Is that a bad thing, or is it just a matter of placing them in the right spots?
You better be careful, Mr. Bumper.
Well, I mean, ref bumps, as in,
ref bumps.
Ref bumps, yeah. Ref bumps to me are an art that is important to have, and there's moments where it needs to be done. Do I think you can overbook something and do a ref bump when it's not needed? Sure, but as far as a ref bump, it's one of those things where my thing is I like it to make sense, and I like it to be different. I don't want yeah, we can do the squash in the corner. Yeah, we could. You might see me. I'm going to say this publicly, and I don't care who wants to hear it. At OVW, I'm going to probably take more safer, sillier bumps because a lot of those guys who I'm taking a bump from is still learning and going through, and the trust there is not okay. I'll take a squash from them. But when we get to say TNA, I'm going to take flying cross bodies and clotheslines and things like that. I'm going to take more crazier bumps than I would from say somebody at OVW, and that's just the way it is. And also at OVW, I won't again. A couple of times somebody walks up to me, "We're going to take a ref bump from who?" I was like, "No, we're going to do it another. We're going to that person can give me a bump instead, and then we'll make it work." And that's just the way it's nothing again. I'm not against taking a bump. It's just that I ain't trust about 10 people there or less, and that's it. So it's TNA. Trust probably the whole roster, so it's a little different. But I do like when ref bumps are few and far between because I don't want to get to the point where we see them too much. So I would like a ref bump and then not see one for another 3 months. There's nothing wrong with that. Like spread it out. We don't have to see it all the time. I think back at the Attitude Era, though, Earl took one probably every single pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken.
Just like his son.
Yeah. So, that's, but what's funny is at the time, I didn't think it was too overdone. I was expecting it, and they were like, and we do what I have nicknamed. I think a lot of people in the industry is called the Earl, where you crawl and you slow count the 3 or the or the falsie. So, it's. I don't know. You guys, what do you say? I'm talking too much on it.
So let me just say something real quick because I know Jimmy wants to jump in, and I don't blame him. Hot topic right here. There's too many promotions right now. Like when you're talking about the Earl era, you had WCW and you had WWE, WWF at the time, right?
ECW too.
And what?
ECW.
No. Okay, but I'm talking on a bigger scale. I'm saying
yeah. I just ECW was still a thing, but yeah,
it was. Yeah. But it was also prior to them getting that TNT deal. But anyway, what I'm saying is a ref bump happens every single week on one promotion or another or multiple. I love ref bumps, but I just think now that, and I shouldn't be talking because I was fucking with you, Daniel, but I used to get bumped all the fucking time. It was like, it just seemed like that's the way people love to watch me get hit. I don't know. But I honestly think nowadays it's now about lazy booking because there's so many ways around taking a ref bump. And Daniel, this is something that if you're not already, which I'm sure you are, I've got to work with you, so I understand me and you used to sit in the back and talk, and we don't really need a ref bump. You know what I mean? Like we don't really need it. There's a way to do it, and how. Let's go to the agent. We went to D'Lo, or we went to Tommy, whatever it was. It's just like we could do this to not have to do this. Tommy's the big bump guy. Like he would say, I like the ref bump. Okay, well, I don't. Like I don't. There's easier ways to get there. But what I'm saying, and I'll shut up and let Jimmy have it, I just think there's so much programming, so much every day that we see it every day and it absolutely means nothing. And then when you want to do it and make it feel special, like at a big pay-per-view or a Mania or a Slammiversary, it doesn't mean anything anymore. It really doesn't. And I think it comes down to actually booking more than anything else. It's like, oh, we'll hit Jimmy. Let's just knock Jimmy out of the ring, and he can take a bump to the floor. Okay, well, yeah, you can do that. That makes it easier. If that makes sense.
I'd rather you not bump Jimmy, but for me, it's not that there's too many. I think they're used as a crutch sometimes to get to where they want to go without really thinking things through. It's like, okay, how do we get to this spot? What are we going? Oh, we'll just bump the ref.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's like Brian was saying. Oh, we'll just bump the ref. And I'm fine with bumping the referee, but like Daniel said, it's been done so much, it's very difficult to find a new, different, creative way to make it look legit. Like they legit got hurt, legit got in the way, weren't positioning themselves to, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like everything else. There's so much has been done already and repeated.
There has been 4 times that I can count, and I'm not going to break down the exact whatever because it doesn't matter. There's been 4 times where a ref bump was talked about originally, and a discussion was had, and more discussions had. So you know what? We actually could probably get away because, and for example, it might have been the main event was already doing a ref bump, and they were going to do one in the semi or the first match or whatever it may have been.
Right.
And it got to the point where it's like, wait a minute, what's more important? And then the main event won that, or even the main event was like, I've seen this happen one time where both were wanting they were going to give it to the main event. The other match decided to go without it. And then as the night went on, they go, we don't need the ref bump now. We can do something creative and go around it. And then no ref bump happened at all. It's like, and then the first match was like, well, man, we would have took the ref bump. It's like, yeah, but you still, what you did was great. Like,
right.
You know, so it's, yeah, but I've been in, when I say 4 times, I've been in those conversations where we started with a ref bump. And then as we went on and talked and figured out, it's like, oh, we may not need, we could have a little distraction, a little this or a little that, or like a semi, like almost a bump and just enough to get a turn ahead, or where a low blow can happen or something like that. Little things like that, or just as important as say an actual bump. You know, but then there's times where it's needed. Then my question is always is after the ref bump happens, is do we want to run a second ref down there? I was like, well, is it needed? I mean, why, you know, what else is happening? Because if the second ref runs down, why is the second ref not, to my opinion, when a ref bump happens, if you're going to bring a second ref out, it needs to happen pretty quickly. If you want to do all this chaos and all this other stuff, and then the second ref dim down, it's like, it makes no sense. Because why didn't the ref come down earlier? They waited till they can't see stuff. That just, you know, they're like, why? So that's always my argument on the second ref running down. Even if I'm the one getting the running down, I'm like, I need to come out right away. I can't wait until the person hits him with a chair and does a bunch of other stuff, and then finally I decide to run out. That's not cool, you know. Or they, you know, it needs to, the second ref running down needs to happen immediately, or the ref that took a bump eventually comes to and finishes the spot, unless you do the double bump ski. That can happen too, which
right.
Well, another thing, Daniel, too, and Jimmy, you I want to see if you agree.
Mm-hmm.
I am tired of seeing referees throw people out of the fucking ring. I'm tired of seeing that. I think that's worse than the ref bumps. That is so overdue. It's so overdone. It's every week too. It's like, come on, guys. That we had left special. Like, we have left that special. I'm talking about me and you, Jimmy. That was a spot we had all left. All of us with you, me and you that worked together. We left that for them. Now it's done every time. I mean, it happens every single week on one program or another, if not the same program. Trust me when I tell you, I pay attention. That's worse than ref bumps. That's another conversation. The throwing out shit is just wherever do. No one pops on it anymore because referees, A, don't know how to do it right. B, it's not built right. C, it's just done too much. So I think that's worse than ref bumps.
I think when it's done right, it's great. And then the problem, again, I always communicate when I'm in the situation. Hey, you're going to throw the ref, you're going to throw this person out, blah, blah, blah. When they touch, you go, that's the first time they've touched? Yes. No. we need to have them do a couple more things behind my back before that happens.
It's got to
Right.
build. It's
Yeah.
got to build to
Right.
where the crowd pumps.
You
They
can't
get
just
tired
catch
of being
someone-
shitted on.
Yeah, I can't just catch someone, putting
One
their foot
time.
on the rope one
You're
time.
out.
Oh, you're out. No. It's
It's
gotta be built. And it's more heat when I don't see it. And then finally I catch it. That's gonna cause them to be the bigger pop because you mother lover, you got caught this time or whatever. Or even the one catch, barely you thought you saw it. Wait a minute, and then if you do that again, you warn them back up, and then the next time you actually saw the full thing. Yeah, there's a whole thing with that, and I love those kind of throwouts.
Jimmy, weigh on it. Come on.
No,
Let me
that's
hear
why it worked better at the house shows because you had a little more time to do exactly
To
what you
sell
guys
it,
described.
put it over, build it
Yes,
up.
when you have time constraints and you've only got like 8 minutes to get the entire match in with entrances, it's kind of hard to do the old hold on, let him cheat a couple of times before you catch him and throw him out.
Right.
But
Do you not agree, though? Jimmy, do you agree, though? Is it not overdone now? It meant so much more back when we were doing it.
I don't know. It's kind of like when this is a bad analogy, but anyways, I'm looking at purchasing a new vehicle, so I don't know what I want yet, but there are a couple of ones that I like. Now that I've narrowed it down to like 2 different ones, I'm seeing them everywhere. You know what I mean?
It happens all the time.
Before that, I didn't know that I didn't see a lot of them on the road because I wasn't paying attention. But now that I've seen it, you see what I'm trying to get at here?
Yeah.
Because you're noticing it now. It's kind of like when we talk about certain tells, which I don't like giving away here.
Right.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And for me, and I hate to say this because I want to enjoy certain matches, and I do enjoy the match, but then when I see that tell happen in front of me, it makes me go, oh, I wish that tell wasn't there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So Brian, I think it's that time.
Oh yeah.
Hit your favorite time of the show where you get to hit that button.
All right, I'm
button.
gonna do it right. Let's just do it quick. Right there.
Oh my goodness. Didn't even hesitate.
I had to get it done. Right?
Quick on the trigger.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Yeah.
But we will get it done.
See you, Daniel.
In our Refin review right here on Revving It Up.
Bye, Daniel.
This is Refin Review.
Well, gentlemen, it's always great to be back after a week off and do this segment with you guys because it's something that I always learn something new. And Jimmy, man, this is something that you talked about. I can't remember which day it was. Might have been yesterday on your Refin.
It was yesterday.
On your social medias, as well as I believe, like I said, we constantly talk about Busted Open. But I think they even spoke about it as well with Bubba and Dave. But a little controversial ending to the Gunther and Cody match there from Clash in Italy. We'll talk about the pay-per-view a little bit more in our second count. But leg underneath the rope, Jimmy.
Yes.
Interesting. And for me as a fan watching it, obviously you guys watch it differently than I do. I knew immediately what was happening as soon as he hit that move. But what did you see? What did you think about that finish?
I liked it because it was different. I like the fact because usually what you see happen is a pinfall attempt happen near the ropes and you're saying to yourself, well, he's going to put his leg on the rope. A 1-2 leg on the rope. This was done in reverse. His leg was under the ropes for 1 and 2. And then when Cody cinched it in, his leg came up. And that's when the referee sees 3. So the referee didn't do the 1, 2. Oh, look over there. His foot's on the rope, which we see all the time. It was completely different. It was new. It was original. It made sense because now Gunther has a gripe. Because technically with his foot outside the ring under the bottom rope, 1 and 2 is negated by the rules because he broke the plane. He's out of bounds. The count shouldn't have happened. The 1 and 2 shouldn't have happened. But the referee positioned himself so he couldn't see it. That's fine. Gunther made his case to the referee after the match, and maybe we go somewhere from there. That said, in the very next match in the same hour, let alone the free hour on ESPN, we have 2 instances in the ladies match where BFAB, I was going to say put Jade's foot on the ropes, but she kind of had a little bit of a hiccup there getting it on. And then Charlotte got into the fray on the outside and did the same for Rhea, putting her foot. I could, I complain all the time, and I do, about a certain company that does so many things repetitively on the same show. Case in point, I saw one pay-per-view, I think you know which company it is, do 14 different variations of a pile driver in the pay-per-view. This is not the same thing, but it's the same type of scenario, utilizing the bottom rope for a breaking up the pin or whatever the case may be in back-to-back matches. You shouldn't have it on the same show, let alone back-to-back matches. That surprised me. And to make matters even worse, we had the same scenario on Monday Night Raw the next day. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why this was done so much in the 2 days.
Jimmy, I don't even know what to say. I am asking myself, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is the example of lazy fucking booking. I'm sorry. WWE is supposed to be that company that everybody puts above everybody else. Not saying AEW is not there. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, but they are typically seen as the better promotion, the one that's been there the longest. They do it right, da-da-da-da-da. This is awful. This was awful. In a 1 hour time span on ESPN, we see 3 leg spots using the bottom rope. Why? Are we out of fucking ideas? Like, I mean, what are we doing? And then to turn around and do it again on Monday Night Raw with Paul Heyman, I don't get it. And I don't get it at all. And then when it's done poorly, the refs are left with their dicks in their fucking hand. And that happened. The referees were completely buried. Even the Gunther match, I felt like I liked it. It was different. I felt like it should have been done differently. I don't understand why he pulled his leg back in. I don't get that part.
He didn't. It's basically when Cody, because if you watch it again, Cody covered 1 after 2. He pulled and cinched him in, which caused him to bring his leg up.
Okay, I didn't see that way. I saw it. I didn't see it that way. 1
leg hooked, and then when he reared back after 2, the other leg came up. So that's
so to me, Jimmy,
not to
say it again. I'm sorry.
No, by doing that, he had his leg under the rope for 1 and 2, but when Cody cinched it in and his leg came up, that allowed the referee not to see that his foot was under the ropes because it wasn't there anymore. It was high up when he cinched it and hooked him in.
I'll go with that. Great. That's great if it's fun. But why are we going to do the same shit, but just on top of it later? Like next match, as a matter of fact.
That's my problem.
I just don't understand. And then we're going to do the same thing concept-wise with Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jimmy, am I crazy? Are we running out of ideas? I mean, is that what it is?
I have no idea.
Is it just lazy? Like the same, like, what is it?
Well, is this something I know as, just from, watching wrestling as a fan, learning over the years since I've been watching, is something that I know the guys and the girls would sometimes be like, hey, if we're getting color in this match, we shouldn't get color the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Is this something that, as referees, back when you guys were running in WWE, or Brian, when you're in TNA, is this something where you go to when you're in these production meetings, if you are, or if you were talking to the guys or girls before, hey, I'm doing a ref bump in the Gunther Cody match, we shouldn't do one, in the main event with Roman and Seth or whatever, for example? Is that something you guys are discussing before you even go out there?
Well, this would have never happened. Like,
right.
When I was there. in WWE and in TNA. This would have never happened. They would have never booked a match back to back where that scenario happened. The rope was the story for both matches. Whether it was under it or on it, it doesn't matter. They were both the story for both matches. Like, that never happened. I'm just saying. I'm not saying there was no errors when I was there. Of course, there were many errors. What I'm saying is, but not that fucking obvious. Like that's just brutally bad, And I tweeted about it, and I got a lot of, of course you get your hate, but then I got a lot of people saying, "Oh, we thought you were WWE." Da, da, da. No, if it's bad shit, I call it out. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I mean? That's my job.
Welcome to my world, kid.
I mean, that's my job. I'll call out the company that I retired from, TNA, in a second. Give me some shit. I'll pull it out. Fine with me. They're not paying my bills. Neither is WWE, and neither is AEW, and anybody else is out there. But what I'm saying to you is, this was not good. Like, this is not, like, I don't understand it. It really bothered me. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when I was watching. I really couldn't. I was like, what are they? I was so mad. I had to. Y'all know me. I'm not really a good Twitter machine guy.
Mm-hmm.
This bothered me, and I had to say something.
If you need some coaching, I can help you out, kid.
I'll get you to get me a tweet together and have you send it to me.
Okay.
Just
here comes the IWC. You know what? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. IWC.
But it's just,
you know what IWC does stand for, though.
Not your version.
I whine constantly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another tangent. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip.
Hey, bring the other guy back in.
How about not yet, but how about the guy that I'm talking about, a reffing thing, Jimmy, and he goes, "Your dad screwed Bret Hart, your uncle screwed Hogan when he lost his title," out of nowhere, and just talking shit about my family. And I went, "Well, you're right. They did both do screw this, that, and that." And I said, "Guess what else they did, or what else they screwed? That. Your mom." I mean, you know what? You want to call me out and not even mentioning anything like that to my family? Come on, man. I don't understand whatever. I guess we need to bring Daniel in because I'm talking about Earl.
That's okay. But
where's he at? I'll bring him in. Here, hold on. I'll let him in early before we break.
Are you sure?
Yes,
let him in.
I can give you a hand with some of those replies if you want.
There he is.
There
Stop.
it is.
See?
There
all right,
it is.
I'm out. You're out. You're out till we come back. You're out before we get a break. Nope.
All right.
Oh,
right.
hey.
Nope. After we cut, I was trying to be nice and see how he treats me. For you guys listening just on the audio version, he comes back into our screen and he has my dad's doll in my face as soon as he comes up on screen. Yep, he gone. All right, we'll bring him back when we come back.
Well, while we're having that, you can listen here on your audio version every Wednesday morning, but you can also join us live each and every Tuesday, 6 p.m. on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But what we will do, we'll bring back Daniel in our second count right here on Refin It Up.
This is your 2 count.
Well, I guess we'll have to do it, Brian.
Hi, Daniel.
Hey, you said his name, so he had to appear.
Is that what it was?
I thought that was the other guy.
He didn't have to appear. He didn't have to.
Hebner.
He didn't have to.
Look at that! You guys were in unison and everything. I'm impressed.
Yeah, well,
yeah, we didn't talk that over. We called it out there, brother.
They called it out to the ring.
Call it out there, brother.
That is fantastic. But you just can't beat that. You can't make this stuff up, guys. But we mentioned at the top of the show, obviously busy weekend in wrestling. We had the Clash in Italy pay-per-view. Guys, I'm really digging these 2 p.m. pay-per-views. You can do a lot of your stuff and then still have time rest in the day to do it.
You know what? AEW needs to take notes. They should start their pay-per-views at 2 p.m. so they could end by 11.
Do we know numbers though? Are these shows better when they're that early? Are the numbers better? The buy rates and all that bullshit?
I don't know how they measure it on Netflix. I have no idea.
Oh,
well, this is ESPN. You guys, Netflix.
But the thing about it is, they'll think about it. So maybe they are better because you can have your people watch it live at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and then the people that normally watch it late can still watch it at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whatever they may be. So
the ESPN app allows you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch
Oh,
it.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Or if you have that 3-letter thing, if you have a VPN, you can watch it
Hey,
whenever.
kayfabe, brother.
Oh,
So Raw, by the way, next week, SmackDown's I think also at like 2:00 or 3:00.
Yeah.
If
And
you,
then-
Well, I don't-
internationally.
well, I don't know if are they gonna air it at 2:00? Because I know being
No,
on
no,
USA.
well-
No. Internationally, it'll be aired on 2:00.
Gotcha.
Just
Yeah.
but on USA, it'll be 8:00 still, and
Sure.
then next Monday will be 2:00 again when they're in Paris.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah,
When you're in Canada or internationally, SmackDown, what time does it start? Overseas?
2 p.m.
8.
2 p.m.
8.
our time.
Yeah, 2 p.m.
You can
For
watch
us.
it. You can watch it
Yeah.
at 2 p.m.
Yeah, internationally.
Right,
you can.
internationally. Yeah.
That's why all the clips and spoilers get out
Yeah.
on way earlier because
Yeah.
Because this is the last. Because I know this is the Europe tour, and I think they're doing another tour later in the summer. Correct? If I'm wrong, I may be wrong.
Oh, did you get
If
rid
they're
of
doing
Daniel
it-
again? What the hell?
Jeez,
I
the
didn't do
internet
that.
went out again.
Okay.
He must have
Wow.
kicked himself out.
I don't know what happened there. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yo,
Yeah.
you're back. We know you're back. We see you.
Yeah.
Mhm. What'd you say? What?
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 Kill those.
But
chances,
anyways,
please.
we briefly talked about the Cody and Gunther match, the Rhea and Jade match, the Brock and Oba match. It's something that it's anticipation. It's the match number 2 between them. Who knows what's going to happen after this? Obviously, there's a lot of talks out there, Brian, about this match. Brock goes over. You think right guy went over this time?
Not the way he did.
No.
But
Nope.
that's fine. I mean, it is what it is.
Oh.
I also don't think he's going to win this King of the Ring tournament. There's no way, because the winner goes to SummerSlam as a champion contender, right?
Mhm.
They get a shot.
Mhm.
So Brock's going to do something. Something's going to happen where Oba's not going to win this tournament. I already see Daniel's facial expressions, and that's fine. I'll continue to stand by what I say. This was not done correctly. In my opinion, it's fine, guys. I know you're going to argue with me. We've been arguing about this for about a month now. How long he's ever been there? We've been arguing.
Let me put it to you this way, Brian. Let me put it to you this way. I was of the mindset that Oba should beat Brock again, their second meeting.
I was not, though. I wasn't.
After watching what they did at Clash, I was wrong.
Wow.
That was the way it should go. I was very on board with the way they did it. 7 F5s, including 1 through the table. Oba still looking like a beast, even though he got pinned. I thought it was done masterfully.
And then what I love is the fact that he shows up on Monday Night Raw, and after he does that match and basically blows through everybody, he gets on the mic because of promo and was like, after 7 F5s, I'm still standing, I'm still here. Let's go. I'm ready for that next match. We're now 1-1.
Right.
So let's go. And it's like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
So let me ask y'all this: did y'all watch? You can't watch, I don't guess. Well, I don't know. Fuck. Anybody listen to Busted Open this morning, today?
I listened back to it
I was
a little
Jimmy?
bit.
cutting the grass and stuff like that.
Okay, good. So, did you notice anything about Oba coming out?
He was he didn't have that same pep in his step, I will say that.
Mhm.
Which I don't have a problem with. Selling, okay,
Okay.
but how about the crowd?
They were still going crazy for him.
Not as much.
Overseas, and
Well, the fact he had his arm wrapped too, nice little touch from the Kimura,
right.
which there's a reason why. And you have his arm wrapped because Brock Lesnar did damage to the arm with the Kimura, could have broke his arm, wow, whatever. But it gives him a sense of vulnerability going into this match. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of a 4-way match in a tournament setting. But that match did what it needed to do to get Oba Femi back on track and where he needs to be. And if he goes on, I don't see him losing a match in this tournament. I was going to say, okay, he's in the 4-way. That means someone else could pin someone else, and that saves him from having to eat another loss or whatever the case may be. But now that he's won this match and going into the semifinals, he has to win. Unless Brock, but I would rather see him win.
It's just not going to happen, Jimmy.
I don't know. Never
so you don't think Brock will have any involvement in this tournament leading up to SummerSlam?
He might have involvement after the tournament leading up to SummerSlam.
Okay. Well, then I don't see the. Wait, hold on.
Let's say the finals of the tournament. Okay. Oba beats whoever's on the other side. Let's say pick somebody. Seth. I don't care who. Somebody.
Seth Rollins. Yep.
Picks him. Oba wins. He's celebrating. He's going on to SummerSlam to face. Here comes the music. Here comes the beast. 14 F5s, 20 F5s, whatever. The one thing he hasn't done, even with the 7 F5s and the one through the table, including the one through the table, he has not left him laying.
Right.
Brock F5s the living shit out of him, however many it takes, until he leaves him laying on the ground. So he doesn't get back. Every time he shows life, like he wants to get back up, back in there, another F5. Give him 17 F5s. I don't care how many it takes to take him down. And then you know what he does? Once he finally gets him down, stands over him, foot on the chest. Remind you of something?
A little.
There you go.
You're going there, huh?
Uh-huh. I went there.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, hopefully they'll storytelling will get a little bit more involved with this, but we saw a new champion. Women's IC title changed hands. Sol Ruka finally beat Becky Lynch. I thought it was a decent match, Jimmy. It was we saw a little involvement with.
I'm disappearing for a second. I am hearing. I'm disappearing for a second. Very sorry.
Do it.
Oh, so be it.
Brian, you hear me? Oh, sorry.
I hear you, Daniel.
It wasn't me.
Wow, you're right under the punch.
I mean, what's going on?
Well, obviously, he can't see you. So.
But Sol Ruka's new IC champion, Jimmy. You think right person went over?
I'm not totally convinced that Sol Ruka's ready for the main roster yet. I think she still needs some fine tuning. That's my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong. Is she talented? Yes. She's got a great finisher, blah, blah, blah. But especially after that promo on Monday night, that did nothing for me. It didn't want me to rally behind her. It just felt like, generic promo 101 to me. I don't know. Am I being too harsh? I don't know. Oh, I'm looking at the chats here. Yes, Steve. Correcto mundo, by the way. Thank you. Yeah.
There you go. For the fun. Hey.
Yeah, I just she gets in
and Brian can sit on it, by the way.
There you go. I love it. Anyways. Okay.
Oh boy.
I don't know. Daniel, what do you think? I just not on the Sol Ruka train right now.
You know what? I like it because it gives Becky another reason to bitch and complain. And like when she's a champion, I'm okay with her bitch complaining. She always finds a reason, but it gives her another reason to say, and then if it's leading into this her versus Jessica Carr thing, cool. If it's not, okay, that's fine. But it's leading to something where maybe she gets a rematch. I don't know what that is, but I'm totally okay with that situation right now, her being the champion, as long as Becky's still in the picture, and that's now if she moves on and then somebody else goes and Becky's just out of the picture, then I'm confused by it. But Becky's still involved and comes back to it, and they have another match or whatever, then I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah. Do we Jimmy, you brought up the promo for Sol Ruka, the promo help. Do you think she needs mouthpiece Obviously, you think that would help anyways, or you think it's just a matter of, hey, let's go back to, the get-go and start with promo school?
I know the easy fix that people think is give her someone to talk for her. Eventually, she's going to have to find her groove. I think she's having the same problem Tiffy is having right now. Is she just doesn't know what that groove is.
Yeah,
it's nothing that stands out. It just feels like I said, just like a generic promo. It didn't feel anything. Maybe the fact that she didn't have someone to cut a promo against.
right.
Didn't have someone to fire back at. Maybe that was part of the problem. So I will give her a chance. We'll see how this goes. But as of right now, she's not wowing me. Let's put it that way. No earth-shattering kaboom.
Well, we'll wait and see. It's a waiting progress. She's young. She still has a lot of years ahead of her.
You
Hopefully,
think they're pushing her too soon, Jimmy?
I don't want to say too soon. I don't think she needed to be in a program with Becky Lynch so soon. I mean, when you're pushing someone to a championship this quickly coming out of NXT, you're taking a shot. You know what I mean?
But in defense, wasn't John Cena handled the same way?
Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different. You can't kind of like we talked earlier about the Stone Cold thing and stuff like that. Everybody comes up from NXT and they have a different path.
Yes.
Some people will elevate quicker than others. Some people won't elevate at all. And you can't predict. You can't say surefire hit, definitely going to make it.
Right. I got you.
I mean, you could say that with some people and go, hey, you know what? This money written all over them. And then for some reason they don't catch on.
Yeah. The main event here for Clash in Italy, then we'll move on, was obviously Roman retaining against Jacob Fatu. I kind of had mixed feelings on this, guys. I don't know how you guys feel. Dan, is this something that you'd enjoyed this match? I believe this was it? I forgot the title of the match. I guess you could say
Tribal Combat.
Tribal Combat. There we go.
I'm acknowledging our tribal chief, the OTC. So
right. Well, but they worded, I believe Michael Cole said it after the pinfall. Roman Reigns neutered. I may be paraphrasing. This is what I heard. Neutered the Samoan werewolf. I heard it after the fact. I could be wrong, but Jacob Fatu's back into the bloodline. Do you think this was the right move?
he is in the bloodline. He's always gonna be in the bloodline. Solo Sikoa technically is in the bloodline too. It's just that he's in his own world at the moment. So it's not there's compelling stories. Did you see he kind of tell Jay to shut up? There's friction there. There's he kind of stood behind everyone, didn't stand next to them. There's a lot of things as he's walking back. He kind of like had a different walk, a different way with him compared to the other three. So little things that are setting up. So no, this is Roman's going to be gone for a month. We heard that, right? So now you've got friction between the people when Roman's away. Because I guarantee you, there's going to be friction between Jay and Jimmy and Jacob, the three J's, that's Triple J. It's going to be, and then that's going to cause when Roman comes back, to show how he's in control because he's got to keep him in line when he shows back up. So and that's just me spitballing. I don't even know. That may not be the idea they're going with, but that's the way I'm picking up on it. And I'm like, good storytelling. I like it. The Bloodline was the greatest thing a couple years ago, and the fact that they can come back to it and still have different stories, believe it or not, different stories with the same people, amazing.
I'll tell you what, though, I found very interesting when Jacob did acknowledge his tribal chief, Roman Reigns. They stood and looking at it from the hard camera, Roman Reigns dead center, of course, Jay to his left, Jimmy to his right. And when Jacob acknowledged Roman, where was he?
Behind him.
Where behind who?
Jimmy.
Jimmy and
Directly behind him to where the point from the hard camera, you really didn't see him.
Yeah.
I found that extremely interesting. And especially since Roman sent Jay out, says, hey, you've held this championship. You don't know how it feels to hold the other one. Go out and get it. And then when Jimmy went to follow him, he told him, no, you hang back. I got something else for you.
Mm-hmm.
Adding layers, planting seeds.
Mm-hmm.
well, and then
I actually loved it. I loved it. And I think that they're going in the right direction. I mean, I'm a huge Jacob fan, always have been.
Yeah.
I remember meeting him at one of the
Chicago.
I remember meeting him there. And what a great dude, man. What a great dude. Very humble guy, too. But anyway, huge fan of him. There's part of me that was like, well, could we see him winning? No, obviously not. I knew that. But I was like, maybe. But I knew it wasn't. But how they're getting out of this is great. It's not killing Jacob at all. I mean, it's really not. And I'm finding this very, very intriguing. All the seeds that are actually kind of new to me that you guys are even saying and I've seen some too that y'all are saying is really cool. So there's something here. There's something here. There's going to be something that's going to be special, I think, out of this whole day. I really do. I wouldn't be surprised if Roman becomes a huge heel when it's all said and done.
Mm-hmm. And this is something we got out of this too, is they started the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring tournament on Raw this past week. Like you said, you saw Roman, hey, go get the WWE title. That's an avenue that they could take this to, guys. Like you said, Jimmy, Roman's going to be off for a month. This is another story that they have going, potentially into SummerSlam.
Wait, he's going to be off for a month?
Didn't you just say he was out for a month?
Well, that was the rumor and innuendo that he was not booked for any shows in June.
Right.
Yeah, but they said that about May too. So anyway.
Oh, did they really? I didn't know that.
Well, I heard that. I heard it. Anyways, don't even get me started.
Flex your guns, Jimmy.
Hook, line, and sinker.
No, I mean, like, I don't buy into certain people, but anyways, I'll leave it at that. As far as the King and Queen of the Ring, the ladies, I thought, missed an opportunity last night. I mean, Io Sky, I know people keep saying this, was the safe choice.
Definitely.
Safe, playing it safe. I would have liked to see him take a chance with someone like a Lash Legend.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to see someone like Lash Legend advance. I think the opportunity was there. But hey, that's me. That's only because I'm one of these people, and people are going to, here comes the rain again. And I don't see what other people see in Io Sky.
I see a lot there. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't. People saying she is the best women's wrestler on the planet. People saying possibly even the best wrestler. Period.
I say all that.
No, not for me. I don't care. I know it's subjective. I know everybody's got their own opinions, but there's stuff that she does in the ring that just doesn't sit well with me. It kind of makes me go, no, don't do that. No. Anyway, that's just me. But, hey.
I get what you mean, though. But is this hitting at the right time, Brian? The tournament?
I mean, it's got to be. I mean, we have no choice.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, I've never been a tournament fan. Never. I mean, I really haven't. Not in professional wrestling. I'm just not. But
I love the King of the Ring tournament. I love the King of the Ring tournament.
Well, this is one of the ones that I do like. It is.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually like if you look at the brackets, the matchups are pretty daggone cool. Now, wait a minute. I could be wrong.
You're wrong.
Did I not see Liv Morgan is in one of those brackets?
Yes. Yes.
Isn't she champ?
Yes.
Why is she in it?
Wait, Liv Morgan is in it?
No, she can't
Didn't-
be. If she's
I'm
champ,
telling you, I saw it.
Okay, now
She
you're
is
gonna
in the
make me look.
top. She's in the top bracket. It's
Told you.
Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Chelsea Green.
Why is she in it? They're fighting for her title.
Well, maybe they're fighting for the other one.
Which one?
Rhea.
Why?
To have
So
it all.
is Liv fighting for it too? She wants both?
Yep. She wants
Come
it all.
on, guys. Y'all know that doesn't make any fucking sense. Stop
She
it.
wants it all.
I knew I
She
saw
wants
it. I knew I saw it.
it all.
Again, it's
Wait a minute.
thrown together.
Hmm.
Y'all can keep using your fucking phones all you want. I saw the shit.
I mean,
No.
I'm just trying to go look at it. So
Yeah, I'm trying to look at it because I see Liv Morgan, yes, is with Becky, Alexa, and Chelsea, and then Jade Cargill's, and the other one with Charlotte Flair, Valkyria, and Ruka.
Which
So why would Rhea
so-
Ripley be in it to get that other title too?
So-
What? Okay.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Is it not the winner of these tournaments gets a shot at the champion at
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam?
Yes.
So Jade, okay, well, Rhea's the champion, so that's why Jade is in there. Okay. Yeah, but Liv Morgan.
Just saying.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
I looked at the bracket, went over it, and I was like, why is she in it? Then I went over the rules and looked at it. And I'm like, the winner goes against the champion at SummerSlam. She is the champion.
Yes.
Correct.
So what is she fighting for?
Are those? Have we got updated brackets or anything that maybe that somebody said?
No,
Oops.
not the women's one.
No,
Okay, then.
there's no whoops.
No whoops.
I know they did. They changed the
Whoop. There it ain't.
men's one. They took Ricky Saints out as well as Talatanga, and they added Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre.
They did, Adam.
Mm-hmm. That was updated yesterday, I believe.
But you know what? I mean, what I'm going to do is maybe these brackets were released before the match happened with Rhea and Jade. So maybe it was we put them both in here in case whoever wins or blah blah blah, and now we'll adjust it accordingly. I don't know. Maybe that's part of it. And but Liv Morgan didn't have a title match though, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
so that
But I've heard through some of the bullshit that she thought it'd be a way to protect her title. That's why she's in it.
Yeah, it could be.
It's stupid, RJ. It's
No, I
fucking
know.
stupid.
No, I don't disagree, but maybe there's an ulterior motive to it. Who knows?
Yes, lazy booking.
No. So let me ask you this. Let's say, just for shiggles, that she does end up winning the tournament.
Okay.
Who does she challenge? The other champion, Rhea?
I guess.
I mean, or does she wrestle herself?
or does
you don't think-
or does she not wrestle anyone because she won the tournament?
And she's in a special tag with Jelly Roll.
No, McAfee.
Or
Not
she
McAfee.
has a match with the
What,
invisible
Daniel?
person.
Daniel, don't you look at me like that. You know that's the kind of shit I'm talking about that's going to happen.
Nah. Not again. Trust me.
I'm just laughing
saying.
because the Jelly Roll was I wasn't the one that was against it. I thought Jelly Roll was fine. Like,
I thought he did good too. I'm just saying. Never mind.
I wanted to hit on one thing that there was some news that came out today, this afternoon,
there was?
regarding a day in June, end of the month, June 28th. There's going to be 3 PLEs, pay-per-views,
Count 'em,
whatever the hell
3.
you want to call them. 3. Sunday, June 28th, we will have TNA Slammiversary, 4 p.m. Eastern. At 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll have NXT Great American Bash. Then at 8 o'clock, we'll have AEW Not Forbidden Door, or excuse me, Forbidden Door. Brian, man, I can't remember time. Nope. You don't want to?
Oh,
You don't
I
like
can
it?
just tell you that ain't happening. I am not watching all three. I'm not. No, are you kidding me? No, this is ridiculous. This is really stupid. I'm being honest.
Too much.
So are
right?
you really telling me? You got to think about this. You got to think about this. Are you telling me? I'm not saying there's not any, but I'm saying majority are going to sit there and watch and get each and every one of these shows. It ain't happening, brother. It's not. Jimmy, Daniel, you have one. RJ,
He'll be busy. He'll be busy.
All right.
I'm
You
only
guys-
watching one of them, by the way, because I'm busy. So,
I'm probably watching the same one as you, but you guys are going to split your time up your whole day for this shit?
Too much.
Okay.
It's bad enough.
Thank you.
It's bad enough. There's too much wrestling on during the week for a lot of people.
Right.
It's on pretty much every night.
This is ridiculous.
To have three in the same night, but here's the thing. I know something like the pay-per-view that TNA has is Slammiversary, right?
Yes.
Yep.
correct.
So I'm assuming, and I'm not trying to put Daniel on the spot here, but I'm assuming that date was booked well in advance.
Correct.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Double or Nothing, I don't know how far in advance that was booked. But Slammiversary is one of the major pay-per-views for TNA, so I know that was booked well in advance.
Are you talking Forbidden Door though?
Forbidden Door? Okay.
Forbidden
that's the
Door.
one.
It's not.
Yeah.
Well, Forbidden Door is that same day. Were you referring?
What,
Okay.
no, that's what I meant, but see, I get
That's
confused
okay.
sometimes. But then the interesting one was the NXT one, which I believe is going to be on the CW, which is free
Correct.
TV.
Oh, it is.
Well, for you guys, for us, it's Netflix.
Oh,
but
so we
it's-
get something you don't get this time, huh?
No, we get it on Netflix. We get everything on Netflix.
Oh, whatever.
Dude, brother, we get everything on Netflix. This is what
We get nothing.
One-stop shopping for us Canadians, eh? You know,
Okay.
we get soaked on the dollar, but guess what? We get all our stuff in one place. Thank you very much.
I'm going to say this. I know, like I remember the discussions because when we announced Slammiversary about 2 weeks later, Forbidden Door was announced same day. And
but they're at 8 o'clock, right?
That's what I was getting at.
Hold on.
I didn't want to say it because I thought that's what I remembered, but I wasn't sure.
Yes, so that's what was happening. But
No, he's right.
But I will say this: I'm going to defend both companies. Neither one of them counter programmed or nothing like that. They all internally picked these dates, and then the release dates was done differently. So it looked AEW had it way before they announced it, and so did we. But maybe NXT did as well. I'm not sure. But what happened was, because of the announcement, we're going head to head, discussions were, I was privy to the discussions, obviously, and then these production calls that it was decided, let's not try to fight and compete or whatever. Let's try to go earlier. So we decided to move the show up to an earlier start time to get people to watch our show, and then they can go right in and watch there. Obviously, people coming to our show can also still leave and get home and watch AEW. People can choose to watch both sitting at home. People going to AEW can also watch our show before they go to AEW. However you work, everyone's happy. Everyone's happy.
Right.
The wrench that got thrown into this, now granted, I get it because it's counter programming, is NXT just announcing doing this. I don't know how far away that, even though I can be privy, I can probably find out this information. I don't know how far advanced that was booked or not, but the bottom line is that's also done, and strategically, I'm sure. And more than likely, what would have happened if we didn't already have a show at 3 or 4 o'clock, AEW or somebody would have moved their show to the afternoon. But because of that, it's now, here we go. Somebody's competing against somebody.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I almost want to think, man, I don't know. Either TNA or NXT is going to be left out. But you can't leave out TNA because of the way that the timing works. So in other words, you can watch their pay-per-view. If y'all's pay-per-view, Daniel, is more than 4.5 hours, well, you need to go tell Tommy Dreamer he needs another DDT on top of a fucking barbed wire table.
It won't be because
I know it won't be. It doesn't make sense to. Why would you?
well, you pay for a certain allotted time, and so
Okay. Well, what I'm
Yeah.
saying is you get to watch your whole pay-per-view. TNA's whole pay-per-view you get to watch. You can watch AEW's or NXT's for that matter.
and what
So now
and remember what AEW is going to do. Sorry to cut you off. They're gonna start a 0 hour for free or whatever they're going to do 2 hours before that. They're going to have
Right.
a 2 hour.
I have
post
0
show.
people watching. Yes.
Maybe you never know.
Steven brings up another good point. To have 3 pay-per-views in the winter's one thing, but having the summertime when everybody's outside and all that stuff too is
Yeah. It's absolutely
difficult.
insane.
But yeah, like you said, TNA at 4, that's a perfect thing for them. Walk right into, Great American Bash or AEW. So it's good for the business though. There's a lot of wrestling to watch though, guys. So
No, it's
everybody
not
can-
good. It's not good for the business, I don't think. It's not.
Nah.
yeah, well, we'll wait and see. We still got time for that. But
It's
what
good
we-
for a fat fucker that eats Doritos and sits on his fucking couch all day. It's great.
don't you disparage the good goddamn name of Doritos.
Well, Art Pringles, fucking whatever.
Nothing wrong with Doritos, brother.
They're great.
Dots,
But
pretzels.
Jimmy, you're gonna
Dots.
sit on your couch all day and eat a whole bag.
If I was sitting on my couch all day, I'd need more than a bag, brother.
Well,
I'd
fuck.
need.
Maybe that was a horrible example.
Yeah, I'd need a couple bags just to get through some stuff. But anyway,
Well, anyways, what we will do
forbidden diet. That's what it would be.
is our third count right here on Refin' It Up.
This is your 3 count.
As always, gentlemen, it is that time, unfortunately, to wrap it up, take her home. But someplace, we will take it right now. Jimmy, we're going in the Wayback Machine where you got our seatbelts tied or buckled in the DeLorean.
I love the old school Jimmy stuff.
We are any Corderas karaoke is good, but when you go back in time and listen to an oldie but a goodie, it is always good. So we will do that. It's going to be our audio version only. So if you're watching here live on the on YouTube or on Twitch, we will have it on our audio version. So go over there on Wednesday and listen to it. And this week, gentlemen, it is called, let me get down there. That would be great. Is Refin' in the Dark. Right here on Corderas Karaoke, only on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I just love it, man. I think we legitimately, you doing all these conventions now, Jimmy? Not all, a few.
A couple.
We got to get the old school mixtape.
Jimmy,
Of
you
all
need
your
to set up a
Corderas
booth
karaoke.
at your Jimmy, you need to set up a booth at your little gimmicks and do a Corderas karaoke. Have like 3 or 4 songs and just nail them. And make everybody be like, that's the motherfucking man right there.
Interesting. Actually,
Telling
I did the 80s WrestleCon in New Jersey a while back, and your favorite Corderas got me up there thanks to Bill Apter to do. It wasn't a Corderas karaoke, but it was like an 80s karaoke. So
Interesting.
yeah, little Margaritaville. Don't stop.
Did you have a couple of margaritas?
Believe
Hold on to the feeling.
God, please
Oh.
stop.
He's
People.
I can't Steve Perry it. Sorry. I do a lot of great karaoke songs and I can nail, but I know my range. I know what I can do. I know what it is.
I don't know my range. I don't know what I can do anyway. But anyway, go ahead, RJ.
Give me some Gordon.
Let's get outta
Lightfoot
here.
and I'll knock that shit out of the park.
Hey, by the way, me and my buddy T-Dub, last time we went karaoke a couple weeks ago, we did Clarence Carter's Stroking, rest in peace. And it was
Nice.
it was a crowd pleaser, let me tell you.
Mm.
Sold out show.
Cool.
hanging from the rafters. But something people are hanging from the rafters is over
Refin.
there with your social medias there, Jimmy. With
Ref
your
it
Refin
to
rants
the
as well.
east. I ref it to the west. And I ref
mean,
it to
ref
the
it.
match that I love the best. I mean, ref it. There you go.
There you go. You're up next. That's it. I want to.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, he's trying to change the whole landscape of the fucking show.
Yeah, why not?
Harold.
Well, 1 week we have to do Spencer Sings or something. I don't know.
Oh,
There you go. We could do
Spencer Sonnets.
it. Spencer for hire.
What
If you get that joke, you're owed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thanks, man.
Oh wow.
Hey, but I get it too. But
I'm not saying nothing.
I know better. I'm just gonna
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Jimmy, what ways people can get a hold of you on the social medias and see all your rest of your great content as well over at Huge Pop?
Well, if you want to check out the Refin Rants, I can't even speak anymore. Refin
Are you smoking?
Yeah, smoke. Yeah.
I be smoking.
Smoking. Da-na-na-na-na. Okay. Yeah. On Twitter at Jimmy Corderas, on Instagram at Real Jimmy Corderas, my Facebook pages. You can catch Huge Pop as well with our good buddy Donnie De Silva. You have a blast. He was there in Gatineau, Quebec with me this weekend. He was actually managing one of his proteges. It didn't turn out so well for him, but sometimes the big guy gets in his own way. What can I tell you? And on here with you guys, kicking it, having a blast. And also check out my social medias coming soon. Little segment I do now, thanks to Vinny, my man Vinny. A little segment. We stole it a little bit from Jimmy Kimmel. We borrowed the concept mean tweets, where I replied to some mean tweets.
Wow.
Absolutely phenomenal. I love it.
It is phenomenal.
Including one from the light skin kingpin.
Okay.
Rico Chet.
Rick O'Shea, that Irish kid.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daniel, what do you got going for OVW, TNA, all that good stuff as well?
So this weekend, TNA is going to be live. Well, taping live in Denver, Colorado. So if you're in the Denver area, come on out and see us as we're leading everything the road to Slammiversary, which tickets are still available for all the shows for that as well as Slammiversary. But OVW is going to have its 14th episode next week on June the 11th. 1,400 episodes, guys, of OVW TV. And maybe, just maybe, I'm going to throw this out there, just maybe, we might have a special guest next week to come on the show and talk about that. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. I know things are being worked out. I think B Heb's doing a little something too. We're going to make this happen. See if we can. So,
what the fuck is that noise?
and you can follow me on the Twitter. It's a quack quack. You can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram at Daniel Spencer. That wasn't my quack quack. That was his quack quack.
I thought it was my computer. I thought something was blowing up. Thought my shit was overheating or something. I didn't know.
Oh, I don't know why that tickled me.
All right,
I like that. I call it. I think you popped because I call it the quack quack. That's
sucky ducky quack quack. By the way, you can reach me on my Twitter machine or Instagram at Baby Hebner, and look forward to your follows. Yes, sir.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Got the guns right.
You can follow the show across all the social medias at Refin It Up across all your major podcasting platforms, as well as here on YouTube and Twitch. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week. For Mr. Jimmy Corderas, Mr. Brian Hebner, and Mr. Daniel Spencer, I'm RJ. We'll see you next week right here on Refin It Up.
1, 2, 3.